Crypto.XL. This is not financial advice. Okay, guys, so Bitcoin, we're at 67,200. We briefly almost touched 70K. We went above 69,000. Where are we in the cycle, right? Because that's the kind of question that you have to ask yourself to see whether or not you're on track, and so we can make plans for the future, right? And we are now in October, so we're a couple months after the halving, around 6 months after the halving, and we're actually where we're supposed to be on the chart. So that would be around right here, if you're to judge by the 2020 cycle. So we're right about to enter the parabolic phase. Now, October is a thing, right? Everyone's expecting us to be higher in October, and we're October 21st. There was a possibility for us to be a lot higher here. But if you look at the chart, we broke out of this bull flag. So we're actually on top of the bull flag. So again, if you're to judge from 2020, we're around right here. So we're right about to enter the parabolic phase, or you could say we've entered it already. We can be on this bar right here. By the time it starts to skyrocket, it will be too late to get in and too late to get your positions. That's why we've been accumulating on this channel for quite some time. Where are we going to top out? Well, if you look at 2020, in that bull market, most of the gains, I would say about 80% of the gains, came in 20% of the period. So you had all of this activity here just to have this blow off parabolic few months right here. Okay, so we're on a 2-week chart. And if you look at the RSI obviously it hit quite high, but you know, let's see, where did this hit? This hit around 90. So all the prior bull markets, the first couple bull markets, it broke 90. This one in 2017, it's higher, right? It went up to 95. The last one in 2021, well, this is December 2020. The peak of the RSI was around 90. When the RSI was coming back down, we peaked again in price. So we had bearish divergence. So the price went up higher. The first hit was 65K, and then the RSI started coming down from 90. And the next hit was approximately 69K. And at that point, the RSI was approximately 65. So it's possible, because we're having declining returns, it's possible that when we go back up again, the RSI might not get to 90, right? We don't know for sure. No one can tell you what's going to happen for sure. I'm just looking at the charts and seeing what's possible. But we're going to get another surge up to the upside. The question is, when we get the surge to the upside, how much higher than all-time highs are we going to go? That's the real question. That's what we don't know. We could speculate and we can say what we think is going to happen, but again, you could take that with a grain of salt. The only thing I would say is just be prepared for what's going to happen. And remember, nothing I'm saying here is financial advice, because market makers make the market and they trick most of the people most of the time. So it's best to have a contradictory outlook on the market. When you see everyone going right, you should be going left. Warren Buffett said, have fear when everyone is greedy, and be greedy when everyone is in fear. So that is the principle we apply on this channel. And yes, I'm anticipating in the short term, by short term, I mean the next few months, tremendous more upside. That's what I believe is going to happen. And as the upside comes in, we're going to have extreme volatility. Nothing that's happening right now is a shock or a surprise. That's the reason why you don't hear any shock or surprise in my voice. I'm not overly jubilant, and I'm not pessimistic either. I'm just watching the charts, and everything's playing out as we have depicted it, that we thought would play out in this channel. One thing I will say though is, since we broke all-time highs early back here in March of 2024, we were ahead of schedule. And this is the reason why we're going sideways now for approximately 7 months. So again, it's still not out of the ordinary. This time is not different. Yes, we broke all-time highs earlier, but how much higher did we go than all-time highs? Difference from 69K to 74K is around $5,000. So it's not a huge difference. It's just earlier. And how much earlier? Maybe about 8 months earlier, right? About 8 months earlier, right? Because it was October 2020 when we broke the prior all-time highs from the prior cycle. So what this means is that we're actually right on track. Okay, so no, this time is not different. Now, if this time is not different, okay, if it's not different, the all-time highs of the prior cycle was in November of 2021. So if the cycles were to repeat with a similar pattern all the way through, that would mean that the all-time highs should be in November-ish of 2025. That's what it should mean. Do we know for a fact, unequivocally, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that that's going to happen? No, we do not. And since we don't know that, I would, to mitigate risk, probably take some profits on the way up. Because even in a bull market, you can have a 50% pullback, which we did. We had a 50% pullback in 2021, right? So in Q1 of 2021, this is actually April 2021, May, we had a huge pullback here, culminating in on June 21st, 50% pullback before heading back to the upside. Now, if you look at when we bounced back and we were heading back up to the upside, we had a push back up of approximately, that's huge actually, that is huge. That's 126% to the upside. So in a bull market, we had a 50% pullback to June of 2021, only to rebound and do 127% in November 2021, right? So that another 5 months of bullish activity after the bearish trend was over. So let's recap that again. Which date did I say? I said June. All right, so the theory selling may go away. When did this pullback start? It started in May. It started, the majority, this huge candle right here, this started in May approximately. The first time it started, it peaked out in April, and in May we had a decimating, disgusting pullback. So if the pattern were to repeat, which it seems like it is, the pattern is similar. It's not exact, it rhymes, it's similar. And it were to play out again, after Q1, we might have a significant pullback. I think it's possible, and I would make sure I manage my risk. Short term, what's going on? Bitcoin hitting almost 69K, pulling back and going back and forth. I would not be too concerned about that. As long as I have positions in all coins, I would not be too concerned about the short-term movements of Bitcoin, because you can't predict the short-term movements. You just want to make sure that you have your positions before Q4 of 2024, which we do. We've been playing this market to the T. I would say on the altcoin positions, we've had a mixed bag recently. We've had GTAI do a 300%, a couple of the small caps doing really, really well. And we've had some other small caps that have not really been pumping yet. To mention the small caps that I have my eye on, VIA and DexCheck. There's also a few others. But that all being said, you have to remember that this is not going to be my only crypto. I'm going to have other cryptos in other sectors. The meme coins have been outdoing the market in general, completely trouncing the market. Another meme coin to keep an eye on right now that I'm bullish on is Mineki. I'm also very bullish on meme coins in the SUI ecosystem. I've been eyeing a few of them, and I'm probably going to pass them on to the Patreons pretty soon. Some meme coins in the SUI ecosystem. This all being said, they're meme coins. They're brand new. They're in the SUI ecosystem. These things could pump. They have the potential of doing very high percentages in a very small amount of time. They also have the potential of going to zero in a very small amount of time. So meme coins, I look at as even higher risk than the standard altcoins that I look at and the projects that I look at. But this market's showing me that that meme coins are the momentum behind this market. It's not to be said that there's not money to be made in the other sectors. There will be, especially when Bitcoin again breaks all-time highs and does it significantly. These other coins and other sectors are all going to pump. But at the same standpoint, we cannot ignore what we see in the market, where the meme coins are completely decimating every other category. The second sector after that is AI, and I'm primarily an AI channel. I feel I'm very bullish on AI, and AI has paid off quite well for us. If you look at it, the inception from the channel, where we bought, what we were buying, and where they are now, we're still in profit, significant profit. That all being said, though, short term, recently AI has just destroyed everything. Even on when Bitcoin pulls back, of course, everything pulls back and AI gets decimated because they pump so much. When it pulls back so much, they get completely destroyed. But then when Bitcoin heads towards 69, 70K, now these are the coins that are doing the 100Xs, right? So we have to acknowledge and we have to pay attention to that fact. So if we look at the crypto bubbles, you'll see that, wow, Doge, Department of Government Excellence, I guess. The last part of the mnemonics I probably mispronounced, but this is up 237%. It's a meme coin. Welsh, 94%. Meme coin. Skibbity. Okay, we're in a monthly, and we're at rank 600 to 700, by the way, just to put things into perspective. So these are monthly performance. This is Tremp. This is a meme coin. Xborg, XBG, right? This is AI play, and it's up 261%. This is also a Patreon gem. So I want to be clear that if you see what's performing now, it's AI coins, right? And I'm sorry, AI coins are performing secondarily, right? Secondarily to meme coins. Meme coins is the primary outlier, and then AI secondary, because AIT here is up 45%. So paying attention to the market here, meme coins have been outperforming. They absolutely have. From 800 to 900. So HGPT, that's a AI coin. SNS. Here's another meme coin, OMNOM. Here's another one, Smurfcat, completely ridiculous name. We have to pay attention to what's happening in the market here. UFO is up 50%. So it's primarily meme mixed with AI. Peng, meme coin, up 58%. Karate, looks like Karate Combat, it's up 30%. So solid projects in this market are doing okay, but meme coins are completely destroying everything. You do have to remember, though, that some of these meme coins rug. So be prepared that if you invest in a meme coin, that your risk is actually higher. Some of these coins rug, right? So that's why I've not been too bullish on AI, but I'm going to start mixing some more AI plays into the portfolio because I'm seeing what's happening here. I have to pay attention to the market, and not, you know, make things or pretend things are what they're not because I want them to be something else. I have to pay attention to what's going on and make some changes because a lot of these meme coins are outproducing. Right? They're doing quite well. If we're to look at the Patreon gems, we have a lot of solid plays in here that are good risk to reward, such as Solana, AVAX, Sui, Casper, Render. If you're looking to get decent returns with medium risk, not too much risk, you're looking for solid L1s that could return really decent returns, I would say that these are your play right here. Special attention on, Sui's had a really nice pullback here. This is at $2. So you can DCA into Sui on the way down, because if Bitcoin breaks 100K or goes toward there, I cannot guarantee anything, but I think it's quite likely that you'll get a nice risk to reward, good return on a project like Sui. If you look at Casper, Casper is also way down from where it was before. I think the highs of Casper, I think it hit like, was it almost 20 cents? It was pretty close. It depends on which exchange. It hit 17 cents here. I'm looking at the coin market cap chart, and that was recent. So again, DCAing in on this right now, I think this is a great price to accumulate Casper right now at this moment. I do, especially if you're willing to wait a few months, And by waiting, I don't mean waiting 3 years. I mean a few months, right? So these are solid plays to based on the foundation of your portfolio. If you're really risk averse, even a little bit of Bitcoin, if you want to almost make it very hard for you, I was going to use the word guarantee, but I cannot. If you want to solidify your portfolio with a solid foundation, even a little bit of Bitcoin will be a good play at this point. Of course, it will not be, half of my portfolio or a huge percentage of my portfolio, but as a good foundation, that it will make it really hard for you to lose money in this bull market. A little bit of Bitcoin will not hurt, followed up by some solid L1s, because these have the potential of giving you your 5 to 10x somewhere around there, right? Depending on how high Bitcoin goes. Again, nothing is guaranteed. If we were to look at the performance of the best performance of some of the gems, we have Vendetta, it's up 27%. Swarm markets, some of these are up, but you have to remember that Bitcoin right now has retraced from 69K to 67K. So maybe the better thing to do is to look at the coins that are down the most within the last 24 hours in these gems, because these are good DCA points, in my opinion, such as Mirror AI, very solid project. Xborg, I'm extremely bullish on. It has a bullish chart, and I anticipate more upside coming up shortly. ZF Finance, Blood Loop is down 10%. Second is down 10%. Again, with these small cap coins, if you look at the market cap of Second, this is $1 million market cap. So once Bitcoin breaks all-time highs, coins like this could 10x really, really fast. But again, manage your risk. Do not put your rent money into crypto, because you can lose your money in crypto. It can go to zero. These are not backed by FDIC. If it goes to zero, it goes to zero. Okay, so manage your risk there. Hello is down 8%. Deep Protocol is down 8%. DChat, which has been getting destroyed, if you look at the 90-day, it's down 42%. Again, DCing in on these projects when they're down 42% or these kind of numbers, if you're willing to be patient and you're willing to wait, they can garner really, really positive and strong returns, especially when Bitcoin breaks all-time highs, not before. So when Bitcoin breaks all-time highs. That all being said, you do want to pay attention to coins that are moving right now, okay? On this next bounce, pay attention to the coins that are going to give you, the coins that bounce the quickest when Bitcoin starts to have some upside. That'll let you know which coins are outperforming. But this is just a good overlook of coins that are good DCA opportunities right now. If you look at the overall interest in crypto, it's low. It's low if you compare it to a bull market and bull run, right? It's really, really low, meaning that your potential for upside here is high. It's lower risk to invest when the interest is down than when the interest is high, because when the interest is high, you're getting closer to a peak where the market's going to crash, right? The last time it peaked was back in May of 2021, and the market did not do as well, even though the high was November of 2021. Yes, it was in November of 2021. That sell in May and go away was a real thing. You could have taken profit right here because the pi cycle indicator also struck around right here, and you would have walked away with money, whereas 90% of the people didn't walk away with money. You would have walked away with money right here, and then the sentiment crashed, right? Then the price crashed. This is with 50% crash that happened right here, and you could have gone back in the market with after 50% crash with some of your profit if you wanted to, knowing that the 4-year cycle usually ends at Q4 of that year, of the post halving year. So then you could have made money with the altcoins heading into November. So you could have really made out like a bandit here. Should the pattern repeat again, this could be a game plan to use going forward with crypto. Do remember that we've been DCAing with the Patreon group, and we've been buying these lows, right? So I think that our potential of doing well in this market is very high. We have been doing well. We're going to be making some adjustments along the way, because anything better than gains or more gains. But if you want to know what I'm buying, when I'm buying, what price I'm buying it for, my outlook in the market, when I'm selling, when I'm taking profit, what I think is going to happen in the future, in the near future, and distant future, do check out the Patreon link, because crypto moves fast. And by fast, I mean really, really fast. We could be just thinking that what's happening is just another day in crypto, and then all of a sudden, this happens, this huge, huge surge. And if you're not in the market, or you don't have positions when this happens, you've missed most of the gains, right? And that's not a good feeling at all. Yes, Bitcoin spikes up first, and then after Bitcoin spikes up, the altcoins spike up after that. But during this upward surge, the altcoins are not going to remain still. This might be a 10x here in the altcoins, that most people they're not going to own them. They're not going to have them. When Bitcoin does this, they won't have altcoins. So after the 10x, they'll start buying the altcoins, which pump them even further. So we're already in. My group is already in, and we've been accumulating for quite a while. So this is what we're expecting to happen. And there are projects, again, that are not performing. A lot of them have, like I've mentioned, but there's some of them that are lagging. And I did mention again VIA. It's been a lagger. And let me put it this way. My feeling on VIA, Dextrek is another one, by the way, but my feeling on VIA is that this price is below seed sale price, right? So my question is, how much lower do we have to go, right? Bitcoin's at almost 69K. It's around 67K right now. VIA is down, what percentage? 98% from all-time highs. The saturation in coins, meaning the dilution in coins, is currently at 40 something percent, right? It's not completely showing everything, right? So the saturation in coins half of the coins that are going to be out for this bull cycle are out. So you have a potential of more, I would say another 80% dilution before the end of 2026, meaning that the dilution is not going to be a big deal because most of the coins that are going to be out this cycle are already out. The current market cap of VIA is $2.5 million. Coin market cap is not updated, it's not showing it. So the current market cap is $2.5 million. So you have a project that's an AI project that has a current market cap of $2.5 million, where the dilution is not that much. That is also a launch pad that gives huge allocation to the investors of that launch pad. So my understanding of this is that once the market starts to get bullish again, meaning that Bitcoin breaks all-time highs, that's when launch pads flourish. That's when attention comes back to launch pads. And if you look at the exchanges that VIA is on, it's Gate, Mexi, BitKet, BingX, PancakeSwap, CoinX, and others. So the amount, if people want to buy the crypto, there are places where they can buy it. It's accessible. And again, we're not in a bullish season yet, but when we come back to a bullish season, that's when a project like this could go astronomical and do a 20x in a short amount of time. I'm not guaranteeing a 20x. I have no idea how many X's it's going to do. What I will say though is if you look at the bullish environment that we were in back in March, the price of this was a lot higher. This price back here is ridiculous because, we had a small amount of circulating supply, only like 5% of circulating supply. So the supply literally 10x'd what it was. We have 10 times the amount of supply right now, right? So the price here was $2.40. I'm gonna go to a different, go to CoinGecko. I'll go to CoinGecko, and then we'll look up VIA and get some more accurate information. So the price was around $2.40 in March. The market cap, more importantly, was $20 million. So $20 million market cap back then. Now the market cap is $2.3 million. So that's 1/10 the market cap. So it doesn't take much for this to do a 10x. If we do a 10x, we go back to 48 cents. Now, this all depends on how high Bitcoin goes, right? If Bitcoin goes really, really high, we can go crazy. So using what we're seeing right now and thinking that the price is going to remain the same or is just going to go down forever, I don't think that's realistic, because if you look at similar coins like AI Tech, you will realize the potential, right? Because AI Tech had a move up here. It went pretty high on launch. Then it came down and died for a while, and people thought that was it, right? 0.017, we were buying here. We were buying at 0.017, and then all of a sudden this thing went up. This thing went up to like 43 cents. And this is what I mean. Right here, during this dead phase, it doesn't seem like the project's going to come back. It seems like it's over, and because no one wants the project. So the key is to DCA in and accumulate when you have this flat line, this flat boring line, because in the future it has the potential to do this, and this can be life-changing for some. Right now, I'm not guaranteeing any prices. This is crypto. Anything could happen in crypto. Make sure you manage your risk and do not put all your money into one project. And I'm not a financial advisor. Remember, you alone control your financial future. Anything and everything does and can happen in crypto. This has been Crypto.XL. I will see you at the top. Do remember to check out the Patreon. We've been winning. We're going to continue to win. And I think it's going to be glorious in the future. You take care. Make sure you manage your mental, physical, spiritual health and well-being. Peace.